welcome back. We have a photo map episode today for you, and this one here is from BADHEARN. Let's go ahead and check this one out for you. So this particular one is called the Bigg Garage Hangar. We've got a day and a night edition, so we're going to just put them in the one episode as just a variance in weather. So let's start at the front over here. So what do we got? We've got ramps heading in. The hangar's been converted to some various options for photos, so let's go ahead see what that looks like. Hopefully the Lamborghini is going to be thin enough that we can get it in here. Okay, I think we're on there. Yep, we're on. Excellent. Looks like we're only just on, almost on. All right, but yeah, no. So we've got this type of photograph opportunity here to start with. So we've got the work-in lift slash operations there. I would say try and get the stack of tires in there. Whether you actually go at an angle or you actually go at a low ground height factor, but that way you're going to capture the pylons, the back display, you're going to get the reflections on the car. This car is admittedly got more of a matte black camo off-roading feel, but it is the Sterato. But yeah, something of that particular description there would be something I would recommend as well. So let's go ahead and just snap that one there. Definitely we could have been a bit more straighter on there, but for the purpose of the video it gives you just a bit of an idea what you can do. As always, when we're talking photo maps, you know, you can always use PCs, phone apps as well afterwards with the editing elements as well. This here, now what is this? Okay, yep, it's a speed testing concept. Okay, come on. This is always a challenge, trying to get these to align up. Yes, there we go. We got it. We're extremely crooked. This is the perfectionism in me. This is going to drive me nuts. I can't do two back to back. I need to. Come on, up you go. There we go. I think we've got it. Oh, hell yeah, we got it. All right, so this will do. Oh, okay. So what we can do here, obviously we've done a little bit of damage to the car, so we'll reset that. But this actually looks quite nice with how this is set up. I have no idea what these props they've used to make these, but that actually looks really good. All four wheels are locked in. And something like that, I definitely like the look of how that actually comes together there. Definitely a very good shot on itself alone. Now we can go obviously angles if you wish on things of this nature. Sometimes just a dead square face on photo is going to be really sufficient. So that works well. You can go angle in as well, so that also is a real efficient shot. That's another angle we can run at. Utilizes a lot more of the props in the photo for display purpose. Now, so various lifts, various types of machines that you would see in said mechanical type area, for instance. This one here probably isn't going to work as well for the Lambo because I'm looking at it and the arms aren't reaching underneath. But obviously, you know, maybe other vehicles it might be more suitable for. But yeah, I mean, we'll show you the photographic view of this anyway. See, it could just be we sit it here and then, you know, you adjust these, put them underneath afterwards, but similar thing. Definitely quite effective. I do prefer this one here still. It just has a little more, as Mr. Krabs would say, meatiness to it. But yeah, so we've got this sort of format here though. Definitely, again, it comes in really nice. What else do we have in this small area? Considering this is only the first little part on this map. Okay, we are going to try, because BADHEARN always fits a lot into the maps. We are going way up on that. Perfect. Now why can't I park the car like that every time? I would use this sort of angle in a bit here as well. That way we can get that sort of distance shot. You can again always go up close as well. And you know, I would get a bit of an angle on it even then still. That way, again, it looks just quite good. And afterwards, again, we'd beef those pictures up a bit more in the maps anyway, a little bit more, but that definitely gives you a good indication. Now, we do have petrol Bowsers here as well. So we can just pull up there, get some petrol. We've got electrified pump at the front as well. But you know, go in for some petrol. Something of that description. You go from the behind shot looking out there that you can fill it up and then just tear out. Or even something like that sort of angle in there. So it's always good to vary the photo shots. Now, I think actually that is even a better angle there. Yeah, that works. Next area. Now, whilst we're down here, we will quickly get a photo in front of the helicopter here. They are pegged behind, it is pegged behind said area here, but you know, it is another photographic opportunity. So we've got the regular 4x4 ute, something like that. Here's the fleet, essentially. And it works, I mean, especially with the camo vinyl the vehicle's got, it definitely sets the setting that we're in the jungle area. Curious to know what the night mode's going to have in it as well, because apparently it's slightly varied. You could take photographs against this wall here as well if you really wished, but back here we have some more type of parking slash ramp areas that you can go on. So tyres are slipping. We're going to fall off there. Something like that. So we are going to look at, you could go at the very top if you wanted. That is one option. We'll see if we can do that, but I fear that we may actually fall off. Is that quick enough that we didn't fall? So yeah, you can go at the top if you want. That's one option. We've got the tyres. We've got some lighting underneath that we can work with as well. That sort of thing. The other option which I like with these particular ramps is we go down a bit. I like the angular coming down, so we can go down a little bit more. Is that enough that it's caught? Yeah. You can see what I'm going for. If we're a little bit further down here, that sort of scenario works really well. So, you know, something like that angle in there, we can just zoom in a bit more and make out that we've, you know, nailed that ramp. And what we get is a very neat shot that we're getting our car worked on. Okay, next we have carports. The big issue with carports normally is lighting when we're talking generalization. So, will we have enough lighting? Won't we have enough lighting? This does get the afternoon sun in here a bit, which is actually a very nice touch. So we could utilize that and just go, well, this is what we've got. Use that in the side. Also, looking out from here is the other angle that you can work this perspective as. So something like that you could also use. Will that work? Do we want an angle on it? I feel that angle works better. So we'll take a photo of that one. You may want to do black and white photos. You may find other variances might work better for you. You could be the type of person who likes to park their car out of sight, just the back. We can get a quick getaway out here or out the side. So, you know, we could have it just parked along the side here. Use the grass to our advantage. The reflections off those windows are just epic as well. Definitely we're getting that afternoon sun on the car. Very good prop placement from BADHEARN on this one. Middle part here, the usual. You can always, if you really wanted, pull up to these types of things and make out that the cars are timed. So, you know, something like that. We're going to go and tow the trailer with a Lamborghini. I'm sure it's been done before, once at best. Probably not a strong recommendation, and the hitch on that would be problematic. But yeah, you get the idea. I always like seeing what the cars look like when they look like they're going to tow. And then we've got the stack of tyres. I want to get close to that stack but not ruin the prop. Something like that. I think those tyres looking like the big chunky off-roaders with this vinyl wrapped Lambo would look good. And you know, something like that. Which angle is going to be the best? You know, the reflections really pop when we start coming around here, but something like this. Let's move to the next area. Like I say, BADHEARN works a lot into their map. You know how to work a photo map. Now, up here, option A, we can park underneath the area and make our a golf cart. Quite doable. I would be working probably an angle, something like that probably. That way it looks a little bit more in depth. We've got the pylon post in as well. Almost like a look what I've found. See, if you go on front, it's just having that extra depth with the equipment around the poles, etc. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean. It just looks better. Anyway, let's. Now, I love window type shots, and this does offer it as well. So we get an overview of the hangar. So it just depends on what level you want looking out from, but something like this, I would even suggest, you know, go like this. Get that rusty pole on the left, get that there. There's actual damage on the car. Not anymore. Make presto, magic, it's gone. And yeah, so we can sort of get a shot of that angle in there. And, you know, you could park up against this and just use that as the main crest. I'll just do a quick sample of that for you, because it definitely would frame it a bit. Hopefully that's center enough. Yeah, it's pretty center like that. So, you know, something like that you could go for. And that looks pretty epic as well. Backdrop of the area, you could go for that type of shot there even. You know, definitely, again, it just captures that essence, what you're looking for with the character on the car. Now, other areas up here, more petrol Bowsers. Roll it in just enough. And again, getting petrol. You know, you go something like this. Capture the area that I'm in an obscure off-track area, getting petrol. Really cool though, really cool. Now we have a tyre area here, and then we have what we call a little, I suppose, rest, eat, snack area, I'm guessing. Or do we just sit back? How far do we car stick out? Oh, we can do that. I was worried it might be blocking the door entirely, but it doesn't appear to be. So, you know, we can go for something like this. Keeping our car safe, or whilst we're getting some snack. So again, just another option that we've got with this particular map. And there, get that. And there's one last area we can get a photograph on this map, as far as I'm aware, and that is just reversing into here. Before we hit the wall. Okay, so do we go for the angle from here? Pop in the sun rays whilst we get the tyre shot there. So that is actually quite a nice angle. But I think we can even... See, that's too high. I think blowing it around there, it works in better. You can also go in from the front area here, use a bollard if you wanted. That just goes straight on, you know. This works as well. Actually, that looks pretty good from there. So that there covers the daytime mode for this particular map. Not much more really to be done on this one, because I think we'll find when we go left down here, we have the exit just over the stone throw over. So we're going to load up now the nighttime and see what the difference is with that. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to check this one out, see what is different at night. So these, just like the daytime version, we can drive down here. Apparently there is one thing different on this one that versus that. Okay, so we've got a cup at the front by the looks. I don't remember seeing the cup at the front. Looking at the position on it, we can probably immediately... Okay, we're doing some dodgy maneuvers here. Something like that. That's what we're going for. Something... Obviously we're not as straight as we want to be, but you can get the general idea of what we're looking at there. You know, get the trophy above the car. If you can get all the trophies behind the car if we wanted. But yeah. Definitely that one there. I don't remember seeing that cup there. Okay, yep, there we go. Initially. Now, do we just go a weird angle on it? You know, something like that definitely looks a little bit more interesting. But yeah, and you can also go through, of course, the filters. I mean, natural, which is a little bit dull, so we're going to pump a little more color to it. We could go saturation, and we've got nighttime anyway with light work on now, so you know, something like that could probably be a good go-to on it. So we'll take that as an angle. In regards to what is in the actual area itself, we now have a truck in the area. So when you're taking photographs in here, you'll now be able to actually have a working truck worked into your immersion as well, which is really cool. And it looks like the actual arms, where before when we tried to actually, let me show you what I mean. Before when we tried to take a photograph, these particular arms wouldn't actually fit under the car itself. They were on an open aspect, but now because there's a vehicle on it, they're obviously extended out, they're being pushed in a bit more. So that's where we couldn't get our vehicle to have them properly sit underneath said area there and said area there. But yeah, this here allows you to have that truck as an immersion prop in there as well, which is going to be really cool. These areas look very similar though. So, but that is definitely new. So if you want that sort of extra element, definitely do the night one. Obviously we've got lighting being night, so you've got lighting for the helicopter in that area. Okay, let's have a look in here. Anything new that we need to be aware of? Let's come up in here. We've still got the platforms, but a bit more light there now. So we're going to have those benefits. Let's try the actual car park bay itself, because in the daytime it wasn't as well lit, but at night does it come up a bit more poppin'. And what do you know, look at that. So definitely when we're talking nighttime, I love how we've got a box on the side as well. That's awesome. You know, something like that. Nighttime is going to give you some really sharp shots with the lighting, which is excellent. So in the daytime we could do the out shot, nighttime you can do the in shot. So really cool. Now what's changed over here is we didn't have that there before. The tire mount is still there, but now we've got, is that a ramp that you can drive on? It is. So we've got a ramp of sorts that goes across now, as opposed to where we used to have, just on over here, there used to be a camper. We now have said ramp, which is going to connect up to, yep, something over here. So we must be able to okay, how do we don't actually navigate onto it. We'll soon find out when you go in there. My brain's gone into puzzle thinking mode. But we have the tires. We do have over here now a little area in the corner which we can just spotlight our car under. So you know, this is a new little location we can go to. Make sure we get that light in the top because it's a nice little fixture piece. Do you go tilt? Do you go tilt? It all really depends on what you're looking for out the shot. That way actually works pretty good as well. We're going to take that angle there. Let's head on up, because the only way is up. Anything changed up here? So we've lost the golf cart from up here. We've got two bays now. There's not really any lighting underneath there, so it's going to be a little dull. This is a nighttime shot with light here. Oh yeah, there's some changes up here already I can see as well. I'm thinking there's not enough light here to, yeah. No, that's all good. I was going to say, I was hoping we get some lighting that we could see out, but it doesn't look like we've got that option there. But what we do have up here now is entertainment comfort. So we still have the snack area. What we do also have though, just a bit of a driveway up there just to store some cars. So you may want to just keep, you know, maybe a car around about the light area here. I'm hoping we're going to get enough light on it from those two little lights. Or do the headlights on this make up for it? Even something like that looks a little aggressive for the Estrado, but it does work. You know, we can go something like that. Or we can go something like that. I personally like the stark white just coming at you. Just a variation. You got a big tally bar there as well. I noticed there. They definitely got a few changes on this. We'll block the stairs with the car and see if that looks Unless we park the car there. Let's see what a car park looks like there. Okay, get the car in. Something like that. Should go something on the routes of this. Entertainment area. Can work a tree as well. I reckon some after app work would be needed to bring a little bit more brightness into it. Make it pop a little bit more, but you know what? Getting the initial photo, this works well. Question is, do you go square? Do you go angle? Do you go angle? It really is a tough call what you do, but either way, we'll take a snap of that. There's a big telly up there, which we could probably try and suss a photographic angle on. But we'll let, when people load that up, they can have a shot of that. Now, other than that, I think that pretty much, there was that, before we go, let's have a look at this. We had this area up here. I don't think we're going to be able to get up to that. So you got fencing all along there. Where is it? Fence. Anything along here we can get through. And then you got that down there. Roof and thingamajig out there. I don't think we're going to be able to reach that. I'd like to say we can, but I don't think we are. I was thinking it was like a secret little balcony area you could drive your car to, but it doesn't appear to be. So, alright, on that note, that there is both those variants, day and night. Do check it out and give BADHEARN a follow as well. So when you enter the codes, bottom of the screen in game, we'll give you the button that corresponds to follow BADHEARN. Do check out their other photo maps as well. They do a great range of them, and a lot of time they put into them. Definitely worth a look in. Alright, on that note, I will leave that with you. Videos on the screen, of course, as always, hand-picked. And do check out the channel. We have over 100 plus photo maps on the channel. All great. And plus race, rally maps, etc. Well worth a drop in. If you want to see more content like this and support the channel, hit that sub, hit that like. We post daily, as always. Alright. Catch you either in the next video or on the next stream. Alright. Catch you.